because we could do this all day long, you know. That's just the vibe that I love. All right, welcome on in, friends. A very special edition of the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas show here today. Yes, eMLB can finally rent a car too. Yes, indeed. Yeah. You see it right over there first. That's why you're here first and foremost. It is the Fall Classic. Officially getting underway today. Game number 1 of the eMLB World Series will be front and center. We're going to have a little fun all day long with regards to that. And also, of course, we're going to do a little bit of celebrating of that baby. Since 2000, as it says underneath. Yep, July 19th of 2000 is officially when this league got started. And yes, Twerky is absolutely 100% correct. We're way too old for Leonardo DiCaprio now, so we are safe. I don't know why. I'm just not a big Leo fan, though. Whatever. You know, it happens again. What? How many boosts do I get again for gifting tier 2 subs? Well, I hadn't planned on that. Again, someone's always trying to reinvent the wheel on me here. But I am for today only. We're going to have a little fun on the play of eMLB's 26th real-life birthday. You give 10 tier subs. Normally you get 2 boosts per sub. We'll give you a little extra. So today, gifting 10 gets you 26 boosts instead of 20. A little extra reward in thanks for your support of the electronic Major League Baseball universe. Okay, so here's where we are. It is about the San Diego Padres and the Texas Rangers. Rangers had to fight through the wild card series where they swept the New York Yankees. Then they had a grueling 7-game series in the division series against the White Sox, a perennial favorite always to make the World Series, but not falling there this year. And then getting to the championship series where, of all teams, Houston, very surprised to get to see them beat the Toronto Blue Jays in 5. Then come to take on the Rangers, and the Texas beats them in 5 games. Yeah, thanks, Ty. Glad you get to listen to Jagged Little Pill. We were having a little bit of various talk on various songs and genres, and I said that Jagged Little Pill, if you've never listened to the album cover to cover, and all in its order it was intended, and you also have to listen long enough to hear the secret song that's on it, too. Padres were waiting for the winner from the division series. It ended up being the world champion Cardinals. Cardinals took them to a 7-game series. That is where Jack Lawless's 3-run homer to right center field in Game 7 sealed the deal for the Padres to advance. That had them facing the best team in the National League in the eMLB all year, the 110-win team of the Philadelphia Phillies. And as any real-life Phillies fan will tell you, typical. They kind of dogged it there in the championship series. It was just absolutely surprising how lack of offense the Phillies had in that entire series. They were finished in 5, and that gets us to today. Game number 1 getting underway here momentarily. Let's get to this game. Now, San Diego and Texas faced off 3 times against each other. So far in this season, San Diego had won 2 out of those 3. I wouldn't put a lot of context into that, though, because we've seen other examples where it's like, easy peasy, and the other team just absolutely wiped the walls with them, for lack of a better expression. 97 games won for Texas. This is their 2nd consecutive World Series that they are in. It is also their 3rd World Series that they have been represented going back to 2027. Jamie Thurman at the helm of all of that, and as he said in the chat earlier, he's been waiting 5 years to call himself a champion. He's had a lot of opportunity, so he'll hope this is the time he does it. Meanwhile, his opponent, Steve Kim, and the San Diego Padres. Steve from the 1.0 universe. He was one of our first general managers not long after this league came formed. Our original group of people, once we started having the first dredges, names I'll never remember ever again. The first people who barely were flecks of dandruff in eMLB's history were replaced. Steve Kim came aboard and has been aboard ever since. Steve has always been a team that has always been involved. He worked with the Atlanta Braves for a long time in the 1.0 universe, and now, of course, running the Padres here in the 2.0 universe, and running it with his kids, the Kims, that are on the team, Asher and Una. Excuse me, I said that very New Englandish. Uner. Sorry about that there, Steve. So again, this should be a good battle. These are two general managers that are very deserving. Steve has won it once. So if Steve won it in 2029, if Steve can win this one again, he will join a very select few. Ben Haslam, Cody Koshin, Andrew Alexander as the people that have won 2 times in the World Championship in this 2.0 era. Yes, old farts of the league. Yes, go back to sleep because there's a difference between farts and parts. You know, farts are stinking, and old parts, well, they might work. You know, purple pills and all of that. Anyway, all right. So it looks like David Elvis is going to get the start in this one against Jeff Hudson. Hey, didn't Jeff Hudson just pitch the last game for the Padres? Well, that he did. But there was also a good, healthy break before the Fall Classic began. Don't ask me, it gave a good 4 days off here before it continued. So that made a big difference on who each team would bring back. And also might give an advantage to Texas because John Cowgill, of course, was suffering from a slight injury. He's still dealing with a shoulder strain, but right now, he says he's going for tomorrow, game number 2. He's scheduled to go against fellow two-way star Paul Bailey. That is Sir Pugs, one of Sir Pugs' several players he has in the universe, and the two-way player who was recently traded at the trade deadline from the Arizona Diamondbacks. Both of these teams are good at what they do. They're good on the pitching side. They're respectable on the hitting side. Top 5 in both categories in their respective leagues. I don't know if I would say that the biggest advantage goes to San Diego or not for being at home here in this series, but it's definitely important to note that the Rangers during their season did finish 3 games under 500 at 39-42. That's a .481 win percentage. David Elvis getting the start, the left-hander. Lefties for the Padres, respectable. They were 26-17 during the regular season, a .605 win percentage. And, of course, Jeff Hudson, the righty for the Padres. Right-handers, well, Rangers really did well against them. They had a .584 win percentage against right-handers this year. Let's do that. Starting lineups for game number 1 of the eMLB 2033 World Series. Texas Rangers back in the big dance, losing to the Cardinals last year. They will hope that this is the year for them. Padres last in the series in 2029 when they won it. How will this year go? Let's find out. Leading off for the Rangers, Buffalo Jack Trainer, .309 average during the regular season. This is his 50th career postseason appearance in today's game. He'll lead it off in left field. Alex Lee from Willowdale, Ontario, Canada, will be the shortstop. He has been red hot so far this season. .415 average in the postseason with 2 home runs and 10 RBI. He'll be short today. Lola Thurman, when is she not hot, it seems like? .380 average with 4 round trippers in this postseason. She'll make her 80th career postseason appearance in today's game. She'll do it behind the dish. Superman Chris Reeves will be your designated hitter. Not your designated, he's your cleanup hitter playing at third today. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is over at first base batting 5th. Lots of experience for Vladdy. Wyatt Langford really starting to come to form here of late. He's in right field batting 6th. The Little Hawk, Andre Dawson, community credit player, will get his start today as designated hitter. Sebastian Wagner will be at second base for his defense. Another defensive wonder kid, Maurice Hampton, the 32-year-old two-time Gold Glove winner, is in center field batting ninth. David Elvis, a former Cy Young, former world champion, will get the start for the Rangers. I'm going to have to do some more music again. I just love it so much. I hear so does Tim Lowry. We're giving each of these teams their old run with the theme song. Maybe. Hello. Why is my system fighting with me all of a sudden, you know? Just because. Now, for the San Diego Padres. Padres winning 100 games during the regular season. Second in the National League in ERA, third in batting average. And it's done at the start with the law firm of Kim Lawless and Kim. Una Kim will be your center fielder today, leading it off. 88th career postseason performance and hitting .293 with 20 career stolen bases in postseason action. Queen of Diamonds in center field, leading it off. Jack Lawless, Midnight Dreary's community-granted player, has hit some timely home runs this season, including the Game 7 winner in the division series to knock off the former world champions. He'll be in batting second, playing second base, and look at that, he's going to create a new player as well for Midnight Dreary. Asher Kim, the shortstop, also 88 career appearances and maybe one of the best postseason performers. 307 average, 24 homers, 54 RBI, and a 930 OPS. That is a pretty impressive postseason performer. A Mr. October, maybe even a Mr. November. He'll bat third place short. Louis Manzanares, 40 home runs this year. He's your cleanup hitter, playing first base. Jeff Rowe, your designated hitter, will bat fifth. Jamie Blackbird, the rookie in right field, batting sixth. 32 home runs for Mason Hour this year. Good news, they're all against righties. Bad news, a lefty pitching today, David Elvis, so Hour down in the seventh spot in left field. Charlie Matzke will be one of our biggest stories, playing for the injured Fernando Tatis. Never played an at-bat in the regular season game. We'll talk about him later. He's at third, batting eighth. Bobby M. Cox is your catcher tonight, batting ninth. And Jeff Hudson, one of the most dominant pitchers, a sub-200 on-base average against this year. He gets the start. We are ready to go to Petco Park. eMLB World Series Game 1. Let's go.
Thunder, 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 Thundercats, ho!
Got Midnight's player written down, and then Sean Paxlier says we're going to start this series with a mega boost. There we go. Congrats to both Midnight Dreary getting in a new player. So Midnight, here is the new way to do it, which wasn't the last time you did Jack Lawless. That is the form that you can complete. If you have any questions, go right ahead and ask. You can even ask in the eMLB help channel on the Discord, and someone should be able to guide you along there. All right, we are ready. It's the last two teams here vying for the title of world champion this season. We know this. We got a new world champ. Will it be a two-time world champ, or it will be someone who finally wins it on the third try? And Jamie Thurman. Let's get to the action. Here is your defensive alignment before we get underway. You know what? I'm just noticing my graphic is bigger than normal, than I'm used to. So I'm going to shrink that puppy down here for a sec. Just so it's a little better aesthetically for you guys. How's that? That works better. That works better. That way you can see the 9 a little better there on the Padres. So, all right, here is your defensive alignment. Mason Auer will be in left field today. Una Kim is your center fielder. Jamie Blackwood will be in right field for this one. Charlie Matzke, the rookie, definitely from Princeton to the postseason is his story. The Princeton University native is going to be at third base again here. Fernando Tatis is in attendance. He is in the dugout. Of course, he is wearing the jacket, and he is trying to be pumped up. But again, dealing with a fractured wrist. Our understanding, if we were a couple more weeks further down the road, Tatis may try to make a go of it, but he is not going to be available for this entire World Series. Matzke will be at third base. Asher Kim is your shortstop. Jack Lawless over at second, and Luis Manzanares is at first, with Bobby M. Cox behind the plate. And even though no general managers are doing direct management of this game, we will point out that Cox's arm rating is 71. And when we transition to saying that all ratings you see on your screen are using the scale, ratings of 1 to 100. Many different scales that you can use in Out of the Park. We use 1 to 100 for multiple reasons. Well, one, for you guys that improve your players, it's a little easier to see some form of progress when you use 1 to 100 versus, say, 1 to 5, 1 to 10, 1 to 20, 20 to 80. So that is why we use that specific scale. But also, of course, if you don't know why we have a scale, it's because if you've never played with the actual editor, some ratings go 1 to 600, some go 1 to 250, some go 1 to 200. No rhyme or reason to it, so we got to streamline everything, and that's what you will get to see on your screen. Today's starter was the guy who pitched and helped finish off the Philadelphia Phillies. Perhaps the deadliest team this season was the Phillies. Well, Jeff Hudson kind of scraped right through him like it was butter. He was excellent back in game 1, 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, no walks, and 7 Ks. So then he comes right back out, throws 5 innings in game number 5, gives up 3 hits and 3 walks, struck out 8 to win 4 consecutive postseason appearances. What a season for him. He is 4-0 this year with a 1.23 earned run average, 22 innings of work, giving up 13 hits, just 3 earned runs, walking 6 batters, striking out 32 on the year. A 5-pitch arsenal, and Hudson looks pretty comfortable throwing every single pitch as a possible strikeout or out pitch. Predominantly works with the cut fastball, mid-upper 90s, excuse me. He also has an excellent slider and curveball. Changeup probably is what helps make that cutter even deadlier. He also has a sinker, but it doesn't sink so much, so that's probably the one ouch pitch that he needs to continue to develop on. Hudson, 5-year veteran, all here in San Diego, and what a interesting story for him. He originally was drafted by the Pittsburgh Pirates when Cody Koshin had him back in 2025. He was a first-round pick, 26th overall that year, but the Pirates were not able to sign him, so he went to Vanderbilt from there. He was playing for Fullerton High School in Fullerton, California. You would have thought he'd go to Cal State Fullerton, but no, he went to Vanderbilt in Tennessee, and he gets drafted the following year, 27th overall by the Padres, and signs to an $8 million signing bonus. I think the Padres consider that money well spent with the history of Hudson. 56 wins, just 19 losses, and a very anemic 3.16 ERA for somebody who's got more than 650 innings of career performance played. All right. That is your setting table. We want to remind you that there is no coaches or no managers managing this game, so we're in one pitch mode only. So we're going to get through innings quicker. Don't think, I got some time, I can come back towards the end of the first and make that bet. You might miss. You might miss. So better to do things now than to put it off. Right? Well, that's what somebody told me. All right, we're going to get this underway, and we're going to start it off with one of our community created players. We've got a few of those today, so let's actually introduce them before we go further. The first 3 batters in the Rangers lineup: Jack Trainer, that is Buffalo Jack CCP. Alex Lee is King Butchers. And Lola Thurman is Jamie Thurman's. Then you go all the way down to Andre Dawson, community credit player of Apaderci. Don't know where he is anymore, but he is the person who created him. In case you're out there on the right now, that was your Discord name at the time you created it. You might want to hit me back up in case you're trying to reconnect. Sebastis Wagner was also a same similar. This is in our game, is the great grandson, if I remember correctly. Supposed to be the great grandson of Honus Wagner. That is Sebastis Wagner that will play second base for the Rangers. For the Padres, Una Kim out in center field, CCP, as well as Asher Kim, brother-sister team, and children of Steve Kim. Jack Lawless is Midnight Dreary. He's over at second. And that is it for your community credit players as our starters today. We're going to start this World Series off, and it's Jack Trainer. Not shy to the postseason so far, and he was a phenomenal bat last year. He had 367 and 30 at-bats last season, which kind of asserted himself. It kind of raised his game and turned him into a lot more of a regular than he might have been prior. But again, he only played 110 games during the regular season. I say that, and then I just remind myself I'm thinking of someone else. Trainer's been a 150-plus game player on a regular basis with the exception of last year. And last year, all the way to the World Series, he was dominant. 367 hitter last season with 3 home runs, 7 RBI through all levels of the postseason. This year, 288 average, 1 home run, 4 RBI for him. And so far in his time, is now his 50th game played in the postseason. He has a lifetime 308 average with 7 home runs. There you go. Format set. It's coffee with the commish. I'm going to need some more coffee here really soon, Let me make sure all of our settings are as needed. Yep, we are good. And with that, we're going to get this World Series underway from Petco Park. Padres wearing their traditional home jerseys. Rangers wearing their road gray jerseys today. It's a ball and 2-strike pitch for Hudson. On the outside corner with the curveball, strike 3, and this World Series starts off with a K.
I cannot hit curveball. Straight ball, I hit it very much. Curveball, that's all free.
First K of this postseason, or this fall classic for Jeff Hudson. And again, that is our focal point of today's hairball bet. You still got about 12 minutes remaining to get your prediction in. How many strikeouts do you think Jeff Hudson and David Elvis are going to combine for today? We've set the bar at 13 and a half. You're going to go over that or under that. The bet is pretty even. A little bit of additional betting coming in. We're up to 19 people already betting so far. So awesome. Thanks, guys. We love your participation on that side of the show. We'll talk about that more shortly. But good news is it looks like we are right around 40,000 hairballs up for grabs. That's a good opportunity to earn some cake and be able to get some boost. Alex Lee, the Canadian, comes in. Community-created player of King Butcher, the 8-year veteran, now 28 years old, has a .421 average this postseason. What a postseason for Alex. 3 home runs, 12 RBI, a career .295 average for Lee with an .859 OPS in his postseason lifetime. He'll wait at 2-2. That's hard shot down the third base side, and it's a fair ball. There's your first hit of the day. It's going to find its way to the wall as Auer will get to it. A long throw in, but no chance to get King Butcher, who will get in with another extra base hit. Lee will get the double for his postseason. That is now his 8th double of this postseason. He just continues to be red hot. Your first hit of the day goes to Alex Lee and the Rangers. Will the first run of the day come from this sequence of events? Let's find out. One of the better batters to do so, Lightning Lola Thurman, will come to the plate. Lola, of course, is a former 3-time reigning batting champion. She had to defer to Lane Staley this year but she still hit .343 during the regular season with 32 home runs and 90 runs driven in. The 28-year-old from Dallas, Texas will come in with a lifetime .319 average in the postseason. Shame it's not doubles day, says Attica, but it is home run day. That's not bad, is it? Two balls, two strikes to Lola. Off the end of the bat as she reached out for it. That's a lazy fly out to left. Auer will wait for it, pulls it in. Inside the park, homers will count in this one, yes. We've seen one in this postseason. Una Kim, to be exact, up in center field today. 2 outs now. The man simply nicknamed Superman. 25-year-old Chris Reeves, the Fort Myers native. The former TNXL Academy draftee in 2026. He was the 4th overall selection by the Yankees that year. Started to bounce around within the minor leagues on various teams. Found his way here with Texas. Comes into today, though, struggling this postseason. A .188 average, 2 home runs, 5 RBI for Reeves. But he was pretty prominent last year. Just a .250 hitter. 6 home runs for Reeves last year. If he steals home, can we count it? No, not for home run day. Nice try. Reeves awaits the 2-2 from Hudson. He swings and misses, and he will go down. Strike 3.
Fatality.
That cut fastball that he sends down and in does the job. Reeves comes up empty on it. Rangers will get someone in scoring position, but nothing to show for it. Half an inning in the books here on the first inning of our Fall Classic. We'll go to the bottom of the first now. Padres coming up as the Rangers take the field. Here's your defensive alignment today for Texas. Buffalo Jack Trainer in left field today. Gold Glove winning Maurice Hampton. 2-time Gold Glove winner is in center. And Wyatt Langford is in right field for this one. Chris Reeves over at third base. Alex Lee, your shortstop. Sebastis Wagner at second. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. will be at first. Lola Thurman behind the dish and a danger with her arm. 96 arm rating for Lola behind the plate. She'll be doing the catching for the former Cy Young winner and former world champion. Don't forget, David Elvis won a World Series in 2026. The 28-year-old 6'5" left-hander from Vancouver, Washington, comes in this season. He was 7-3 with a 10-9 with a 5.21 ERA. But when he came over to Texas, man, he played good. 7-3 with a 3.53 ERA, kind of showing flashes of that former World Series and Cy Young champion. This postseason, he has been, he's been consistent. 1-0 record, 1.77 ERA, 20 1/3 innings of work, giving up 13 hits, 4 earned runs, walking 7 batters. Elvis will throw a 4-pitch arsenal. He'll throw a sinker, which can touch 100. He throws it really hard and down with his arm motion. The slider can be just as sharp with a lot of spin on him. Then he'll also throw the curveball and the changeup. 8 seasons now for Elvis. He was originally a second-round pick by the Houston Astros in 2024 out of the University of Portland. Elvis trying to win his second ever World Series title. Both of our pitchers have World Series and World Championship experience, including Jeff Hudson, who was a part of this 2029 squad. Una Kim will be your first batter here for San Diego tonight. The Queen of Diamonds, right where she often considers herself most comfortable. She enters play hitting .292 this postseason. 2 home runs, 6 RBI. Again, 88 career postseason games played by Una, who's only 28 years old. She is a career .293 hitter with 13 home runs in that time. Elvis awaits, or Yuna awaits the 0-2 pitch from Elvis. And she turns on that one. It's going down the line. It's a fair ball as it touches dirt. And it's going to rumble around in the corner there. Yuna, without a doubt, heading for second. She's going to get in with a double. The Queen of Diamonds will strike on the first swing. She does here. 5 doubles now this postseason for her. And with her in scoring position and nobody out, let's go to Midnight Dreary's Jack Lawless coming up. Lawless, 26-year-old from La Crosse, Wisconsin. He was a .288 hitter during the regular season with 18 homers. A little bit of a cool-off window here for him. .239 this postseason with 2 home runs, 6 runs driven in. Again, he had that big home run against the Cardinals that was very much part of the reason why they were able to defeat the world champions. Usually, that was a 3-run shot that they had done. Lawless, a career .275 average in 27 past postseason games. 1-0 pitch from Elvis. Grounded hard to third. Reeves has that one. He'll fire a perfect strike over to Vlad for the second out. That took Reeves far enough away that Yuna read the opportunity and rushed over to third. Don't know if Reeves was thinking, I don't know if Yuna had some kryptonite that Reeves couldn't rush right over to her in a super dash or not. We're joking when we say that. He does not have kryptonite. That we know. 1 out, runner at third. Big brother Asher Kim, always been an absolute beast in the postseason. No difference this season for Asher. .318 average this year, 2 homers, 6 RBI. We mentioned during our intro of the lineups that he is in his 88th career game played in the postseason with a career .307 average, 24 home runs, and 54 career runs driven in that time. Yes, human bodies in the eMLB, no superhero feats. A 3-0 pitch. They're going to give him the unintentional walk. They will. They'll stay inside. It'll miss a ball 4. Don't think they really wanted to try to give Asher much there, so he'll saunter down the first. Doesn't get any easier. Another guy with some good pop here. A 13 home runs of his 40 were against lefties this year. Luis Manzanares will come to the plate. The Dominican native, 26 years old, hit just 136 so far this postseason. He has 3 home runs and 7 runs driven in. 1-0 pitch. That is lifted out to left field. Moving in, settling under his trainer. He'll make the play. Tagging up is Yuna. Here comes the throw. It will be cut off there by Vlad. Pretty sure, no, that was Reeves that was covering that. So, sac fly for San Diego. Manzanares will drive in the first run. And it is now 1-0. San Diego, 8th RBI this postseason for Luis Manzanares. Now 2 outs, Asher Kim at first. DH, 24-year-old Jeff Rowe from Naugatuck, Connecticut comes in. Rowe, a .250 average this season. He has no homers, 1 run driven in. He was a 3rd-round pick by the White Sox back in 2030 out of Northwestern State University. Two. Up in the zone. Line shot right at Vlad. He almost debated leaving his feet, but he didn't have to as that was low enough. He will make the reach and grab. Side will be retired. But the Padres strike first on a sac fly. 1 inning in the books. Second inning coming up. Remember, after the second inning, our first giveaway will be taking place. You have to be present to win So you have 1 inning to get your opportunity. There's still 3 more opportunities after that for giveaways today. Again, thanks to our friends at Out of the Park. And also, thanks to the commish for gifting off some boost for those who want those as the reward today. Thank you, Tim, for the plump, courteous Emu DX bomb. Is that DX A bomb? Thank you for the link of the moment. 34-year-old Vladimir Guerrero Jr. coming to the plate. Vlad, 15 years in the majors. In the postseason, still looking for that first world title, if I remember correctly. I don't think Vlad's ever won it. No. Because he's either been with Texas or Toronto. So it's his 3rd time back to the World Series, but still looking for that first World Series crown, and you can definitely hear the clock ticking. 80th career postseason game for Vlad. Just a .269 hitter lifetime, though, in it. 13 homers, 61 runs driven in that time. A full count pitch coming from Jeff Hudson. That'll miss down and in, ball 4. First walk issued of the day by Hudson. And with nobody out, Guerrero over at first. Wyatt Langford will come to the plate. Langford, of course, a real-life player. He is a man out of time because as we add players that weren't in the original file we used, we will add them so they are men out of time, but it gives us an opportunity to see those real names facing off against you guys. Wyatt Langford is 24 in our universe currently from Trenton, Florida. Langford was a .231 hitter in the regular season. This postseason, a .173 average with 3 homers and 11 RBI. I do say they share the good stuff. You get off the phone with your oldest daughter, you hadn't heard from him in over 5 years. Awesome. As a dad, I absolutely love stuff like that because I know how I was. I had my own pseudo experience with that when Ash preferred, my second oldest, preferred to live with mom and realized that being able to get everything you want and not have boundaries and expectations is bad. So Ash, of course, back here and on the cusp of becoming an adult and a high school senior. So, yeah, that was 2 tough years for me. So, Tim, that's awesome. Congrats there. Wyatt Langford will be your batter. First pitch is low. It's a ball. The throw down to second. Not going to be in time. Are you kidding me? Vladimir Guerrero Jr. getting a steal? I mean, I know Vlad is a bigger boy, but he's got some nimbleness to him. It's his second postseason steal, but who raised their hand to say Vladimir Guerrero Jr. was going to help cleanse your body tonight with the first steal and free tacos given away by Taco Bell? Not for real, but that's the old gimmick from the World Series. Nope. We're not giving away free tacos. Don't try to hit me up for it. Does he? I haven't paid attention. Runner at second. Still nobody out. It's now a 3-1 pitch to Langford. He'll lift that out towards right center field. Going back, pulling up, making the grab out there is Jamie Blackburn. That one looked like it had some extra mustard on it. Wind might have assisted in bringing that back. Wind is blowing in from center at 7 miles an hour in today's game. Vlad will stay put, though, at first. No free tacos from Kamish. As much as Mrs. Kamish wouldn't mind making tacos, I don't think she wants to make that many tacos for 263 people. Sorry. I don't think she does. Guerrero at second. Little Hawk Andre Dawson will come to the plate. Community credit player from Avaderci will bat. Mostly been in a pinch hit role this postseason, but he'll get the start here. 182 average for Dawson. No homers, 1 run driven in. Believe he is getting the start to give John Calgill a little extra rest. Calgill is understandably available from the bench if needed as a pinch hitter today. Sorry, looking for my stat I was just looking for. Okay, I'll go. 1-2 to Dawson. Man, that was golf down in the zone, but he golfed it hard. Outline shot to center. Yuna is going to be able to make the play on the run. And that will be the second out. Vlad will stay put at second. 2 outs now. Defensive first-minded Sebastian Wagner comes to the plate. Did hit 10 home runs during the regular season, including a .235 average. For this postseason, though, just 5 hits and 40 at-bats, a .125 average for Wagner. Wagner is in his 6th season. It's worth noting he spent 4 of his 6 seasons here in San Diego with the Padres. He was part of the 2029 World Championship team. Wagner's 2-0 pitch. Shot up the middle, just beyond the reach of Asher Kim. Base hit. Vlad's taking the corner, heading for home. Here comes the throw from Yuna. This will be a tie ball game as Sebastian Wagner will do some damage against his former mates. He will drive in just his first RBI this postseason. Multiple great-granddad Honus had his own postseason struggles too, but Sebastian's not as much experience. Actually, he was part of the regular season team and enough to be credited with the World Series acknowledgement, but he wasn't on the postseason roster. His last time the only time he played for the Padres in the postseason was in 2031. He hit .412. 7 hits and 17 at-bats. He did have a home run and 2 RBI. That was his 3rd career RBI you just witnessed there. So Wagner gets us our first run of the game for the Rangers. It is now tied at 1. And the number 9 hitter, Maurice Hampton, will come to the plate. Hampton, 32 years old, from Arlington, Tennessee. It is not his first World Series. He was with the White Sox. But it is his 2nd career appearance in the Fall Classic. Hampton, 143 average this season, postseason, with a home run, 2 RBI. .1-0 pitch. That'll be lifted out to center field, not very deep. Yuna running in. She's got a read on it. She'll make the play. She had a couple of similar opportunities in that inning. She'll get the job done. That will end the inning. Rangers will strike for 1 with a base hit up the middle from Sebastian Wagner. Inning and a half done here in the eMLB World Series. And a reminder, your first opportunity for a giveaway is 3 outs away. At the end of this 2nd inning, we will draw our first giveaway winner and then continue on. To get into the giveaway, you have to type !ticket. You only get 1 ticket and you can only win once on the day. Bottom of the 2nd we go as the Padres come back up against David Elvis. We'll start it off with the right fielder, the rookie Jamie Blackburn, Mason Auer, and then Charlie Matzke, will come up. Blackburn, 27-year-old from Brewster, Massachusetts. Rookie this year, was a .239 average with 10 homers, 27 runs driven in, and just 163 at-bats. He has been pretty prominent in this postseason roster, but just a .125 average in the 4 games that he has played thus far. UMass Amherst selection, 10th round pick back in 2027 by Portland Stags. Ball and 2 strikes. Elvis with the pitch. He got him swinging. Goes down with a sharp slider. Not much you can do against a 92-mile-an-hour well-placed slider. Your first strikeout of the day for David Elvis. 3 total strikeouts between our starters. We should talk about the final bet on that before we continue. The ad's going to start here in a moment. For those of you who are not subs to the channel, we apologize. You're going to go to a brief break. If the ads are still going on when you go to break, we'll wait until you get back for the giveaway. We wanted to talk about how many hairballs were up for grabs. So 25. That might be one of our largest amounts of people that participate in this bet.
Hello there.
Metalize, thank you very much for hitting the follow. Welcome on in. The bet's pretty even, and it is pretty intense. It is just under 80,000 hairballs. So another big day of betting, and it's very close. 51% of the bet says we're going to finish with over 13 and a half strikeouts by Jeff Hudson and David Elvis. Stick around and find out if you are right. Remember, that one you don't have to be here for in order to be victorious or to lose. It is the giveaway that is taking place momentarily. Mason Hour will come to the plate. Real-life player from Joplin, Missouri, 24 years old, was a .268 hitter in the regular season, 32 home runs and 93 runs driven in. But since his stats were generated by eMLB The Show originally, Auer is a very weird duck. 32 home runs, all of them against righties, a right-hander who mashes right-handers. Again, he had a lick off of a left-hander. David Elvis will have a huge opportunity here. He has a huge lefty problem. Again, a .227 average, no homers in 132 at-bats during the regular season for Mason Auer. Going to be a 3-ball, 2-strike count. Grounded hard to short, but Alex Lee, it's a 2-hopper right to him. Very textbook grounder will be thrown to first for the out. 2 outs now. Here is one of our feature stories of this World Series. Charlie Matzke, 26-year-old from Hampton, Virginia, has the honor of going from Princeton to postseason and never playing an at-bat in the regular season yet. Fernando Tatis's fractured wrist cost him the postseason, and Charlie has been playing in his place. He's actually had some interesting opportunities here. He's even had multiple hit games. But a .163 average in Matzke's first ever postseason and real-life major league experience that I should just simply say. No hit homers, no RBI. Matzke, again, 26 years old from Hampton, Virginia, originally a 3rd-round pick by the Padres back in 2028 from Princeton University. Tatis in attendance, would love to play, but again, not cleared to play with the fractured wrist. Ball and 2 strikes to Matzke. Watches that all the way, and that is a called strike 3. Side will be retired. 4 strikeouts now for those keeping track. 2 innings in the books. With that, you're going to transition to 3rd inning bets. We are back. Game number 1 of the 2033 eMLB World Series. Also on the anniversary, 26 years of the eMLB universe as a brand in operation. Commission LB ready to go again. 3 and 4 innings to go. Remember, this 3rd inning, you still got 1 chance to bet. You can still win up to 50 balls of yarn if you want to predict who you think wins this game. Your other bet is closed on the over-under prediction on the strikeouts. And again, our next portion of our giveaway will be in the 4th inning. If for any reason you're coming in now and you did not know that, Flying just gave you There's the information. We're giving away Perfect Team packs, 1 copy of Out of the Park, and eMLB Boost. This is going to happen for the entire World Series, friends, in lieu of not being able to get special drops. Darn, Nico, how dare you go have a vacation, huh? I'm going to give you the Catherine Hepburn, you know, shaky head and just... Only some people will catch that if you've ever seen it on Golden. All right, yes, and now it's up to 10 packs that I will be giving in the 4th inning. Oh, JC, you Batman versus Superman mark. Top of the order we go here in the 3rd. Jeff Hudson taking on Jack Trainer, Alex Lee, Lola Thurman. It is 3 CCPs coming up here. Trainer 0 for 1. Wait, your mom's name Martha too? What's your sister's name? Martha. What's your dad's name? Martha. What? What's your dog's name? Martha. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hudson's pitch. Grounded slowly down towards 3rd. Charlie Matzke gets there. Fires to 1st. It looks like he's okay. Does he have nerves and butterflies? Probably. But he was able to make that play without error. 1 out. Alex Lee had a double down the line in his first at bat. 1 for 1 today. Ball and 2 strikes. He swings and misses with a curveball on the inner half. He'll go down. That is the 3rd strikeout now for Hudson. 2 strikeouts, I believe, for Elvis. Yep, 5 strikeouts now for our starters on the over-under prediction. Continue to keep an eye on that. 2 outs now for Lightning Lola Thurman. Today, 0 for 1 for Lola. We should mention, we did want to talk about this earlier, but I didn't do so until now. This is our key matchup of the night. Lola Thurman against Jeff Hudson. Hudson just absolutely dominant this season, a 185 overall average against, so that's hard to beat, and a career 207 overall. So Lola herself hitting 350 versus right-handed pitching all year long. The only other person for the Rangers that hits over 300 against righties this year, Jack Trainer. You just saw him. He was 307 coming into action today. Three-two pitch. On the outside corner, called strike 3. Man, that one didn't look very kind.
It's a trap.
Pitch might have been outside, but it will ring her up. 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the 3rd. We'll go bottom of the 3rd, which gives you 3 more outs remaining to get your prediction in for today's game, if you are still looking for that. Yeah, that pitch was just a little bit outside. I have a feeling a certain umpirish bird I know is going to complain about that call. Yeah, I don't think she liked it at all. She must be playing the under. You're imagining Jennifer Gardner asking Ben Affleck while he's dressed as Batman, what's in your wallet? Could have been any of the Jennifers in his life. All right. We have bottom of the 3rd. Bobby Cox will get the opportunity to bat, the last batter we have not seen in today. Interesting choice going with Cox in this one, considering that Juan Benitez, well, I know why, it's a lefty up. Juan Benitez was your championship series MVP. And here Cox gets the start of game number 1 against the left-hander. Cox from the 1.0 universe, 27-year-old from the Chesapeake Ranch Estates in Maryland, was a .215 hitter during the regular season with 6 homers, 3 for 13 this postseason for Mr. Cox. And again, 1.0 players, I am slowly adding their points, their averages and stuff. He is a career .289 hitter in that universe, almost 1,700 hits. Only 124 homers and 318 doubles in 12 seasons of play in that 1.0 universe. That one that we're talking very much about here on the 26th birthday, eMLB. The ball, 2 strikes. Elvis with the pitch. That's a big swing and miss. Elvis will get him with the slider. Go have a seat, sir.
Emotional damage.
3rd strikeout for David Elvis. 4 for Hudson, I believe. Correct? Yeah, 4 for Hudson, 3 for Elvis. 7 strikeouts now. 7 away from a victory for those betting on the overs. I'm working on it, Tim. I am working on it. I don't know. That'd be an interesting one to call, and I don't know who would benefit from it. I would think us offline types using the base game would definitely benefit from it. I just don't know if they would invest the time in it. But they've invested in time in pretty much anything else. We've banned the shift now after the league rule voted for it, so we're mimicking what real life baseball does as well. Again, we had to vote on that. It was approved. 1 out, back to the top of the order. The Queen of Diamonds got a base hit in her first at bat. Una, 1 for 1 today. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That's going to miss down low. Elvis will lose the Queen as she heads down the first.
The King versus the Queen. Whoa, Nelly. I'm sounding a little bit more like, Johnny Bravo. Whoa, mama.
Una at first, always a threat to steal. 4 steals this postseason. Jack Lawless is your batter. He is 0 for 1 today. 1-0 pitch. That's down low. Una on her way. No throw from Lola. And Una is going to get in with a stolen base. 5th steal of the postseason for Una. First of the World Series for her. Wallace is at the plate now with a hitter-friendly count, 2-0. Going to be worked to a 2-2 pitch. Grounded down towards second. Good range for Wagner. He'll go to his right. Has it. Throws to first to throw out his fellow second baseman for the second out. Una will get to third on the play, so it was a productive out. 2 outs now. Asher Kim took a walk the last time we were in this situation with Una at third. See what happens this time. 2 walks issued by David Elvis so far. 3-2 pitch. Up in the zone, challenged, and he gets it right by him. Strike 3.
I keep pitching them and you keep missing them.
4 Ks now for David Elvis, 8 for your over-under prediction, and 3 innings are in the books, which means I hit my microphone when I'm trying to really say, no more bets. Your bets are locked in. Best of luck. It's game 1 of the eMLB World Series. We'll continue on in the 4th inning. After the 4th, we'll do our next winner in the giveaway. Is the giveaway working? Hello? Testing. I haven't seen a lot of people hitting the ticket button. Everybody off taking hikes like EVC. Did everybody join EVC on his hike? I mean, I know it's not special drops. Nope, you don't have to enter again. You're right. But I expected to see a little bit more than where we are. I have a lot of people in on this. We got 31 people, so you can do the math on your percentages. If it doesn't tell you that you've entered, like Mr. Audit did, if it didn't tell you entered, you're already in. You only need 1. You can try again, but it ain't gonna give you more.
It doesn't increase your chances to win, friends.
Top 4 we go. You need your copy of Out of the Park. Top 4, Reeves, Guerrero, and Langford will be the batters here. Reeves is 0 for 1 today. The 0-2 on a tour. He got him swinging. Sinking fastball will do the job.
That's the old pepper boy. That's the old pitching. That's putting it over the old plate, boy.
Fifth strikeout on the day here for Jeff Hudson thus far. He continues to cruise so far. We talked earlier that Hudson is both of these starting pitchers have World Championship and World Series experience. Hudson was a rookie back in 2029. He had 21 starts the regular season. He went 8-4 with a 3.63 earned run average that year. He's only gotten better since then, where he's had 3 consecutive seasons where he has finished no worse than a 2.88 earned run average. He has won 43 games and only lost 8 times in the last 3 years. Betting against Jeff Hudson is probably just because you don't hear much about him due to Steve Kim's just not being available very much. But he is an absolute player. He was 1-1 with a 2.95 earned run average in his 21 innings of work in that World Series year. Back to the action we go. Vladimir Guerrero took a walk in his first at bat, and he stole a base. Corkscrew Charlie. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He'll go after that one, probably outside the zone, but a juicy slider up, and he goes after it. 6 strikeouts now for Jeff Hudson. Second out here of the 4th. That'll give us Wyatt Langford as the next hitter. Bottom half of this lineup is hitting under 200 here this entire postseason. 10 strikeouts so far here. We're 2 outs into the top of the 4th. Hudson's first pitch to Langford. Line shot right at Asher Kim. Just a perfect shot. Barely had to put the glove up to make the grab. Padres will send the Rangers down 1-2-3 here, top of the 4th. Bottom of the 4th we go. It's tied at 1. David Elvis will come back to work. He'll deal with the heart, the middle of the order here for the Padres. Louis Manzanares, Jeff Rowe, and J.B. Blackburn 2 out. Manzanares had a sac fly to put the Padres on the board in the bottom of the 1st. He's got a 3-2 pitch coming against David Elvis. Look out, that one came too far in, and it got him. It looked like it hurt. That's a sinking fastball at 98 that just came in too far. Elvis must have lost the handle on it. Manzanares already isn't fast on the base pass. I'm assuming he's even slower now. And that's what's cool, because he shared it. I did know he was in Africa. For some reason I felt like I wasn't to share that unless you did. Normally I work that way anyway. But that's cool. Look at where people are watching eMLB from. We've got GMs in the UK. We've got players from Spain. We've got players from Germany. We've got players from the UK. We even have a player from Africa. Jeff Rowe will be the batter. Rowe 0 for 1. First pitch coming in. He'll try to bunt on it, but he missed it. That was a changeup too, so probably of all the pitches that was hittable, but Rowe did not make contact. He will be charged with the strike. He is 0-1. Now a 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss.
Hey, bada, swing, bada.
Now 5 strikeouts for Elvis, 11 total strikeouts for those of you keeping track. 6 for Hudson, 5 for Elvis. 3 strikeouts away from the overs being victorious today. Boss Battle in the chat. Hey, we got a good crowd. Maybe we can get 25 of you to jump in on the Boss Battle. That would get Fluffy, the 3-headed dog from Harry Potter, to come out and play and increase what you could win. You do not have to do another ticket. You can do exclamation ticket, and if it gives you no response, you're already in. Jamie Blackburn will be the hitter, 0 for 1 today, now 2 for 17 this postseason. 1-0 pitch. That one's out to center field. Hampton is going back. It's going to be very high off the wall. Wind had to be the factor there. Heading for third and diving head first. Save! Jamie Blackburn was this close. He was a Don Adams away from a home run. Missed it by that much. That 7-mile-an-hour wind in from center is likely what cost you all 400 balls of yarn, there. But Blackburn gets an RBI triple as Manzanares will score. It is 2-1 now. No, but you are in Africa watching us right now, which is pretty cool for us. Mason Hour will be the batter. Infield will come in here with 1 out to try to get Blackburn at the plate if possible. Our first pitch swinging into right field, base hit. Coming in from third to jog is Jamie Blackburn. It's an RBI single for the left-handed challenged Mason Hour. Just a .227 average the entire regular season with not one homer of his 32 against lefties. So you're not thinking the percentages are good in those instances, but he delivers with a nice soft liner to right field to get a 3-1 lead. Thank you, Tim, for the replete tardy Scarrett nom-nom link up the moment for Jamie Blackburn. Hour at first, 1 out still. Charlie Matzke, the Uber rookie we call him. Not a lick of regular season experience in his career, but here he is thrust into postseason already. 44 at-bats. 1-1 pitch. Matzke out to left field. Did Charlie Matzke just do it? From Princeton to the postseason to his first major league home run. Take a bow, Charlie Matzke.
Brilliant!
Now that is how you do it. The Hampton, Virginia native, all smiles. Look at how he is being welcomed in from his faithful. The Padre fans are ecstatic right now. And with that home run, you will thank Charlie Matzke for giving you 400 balls of yarn, everybody. And that is the day for David Elvis. A 99-mile-an-hour sinker, and he absolutely clobbered it. It is your first ever home run of any level of eMLB for Charlie Matzke, and he does it in Game 1 of the World Series. Feet, 102 miles an hour for exit velocity, and all smiles as he rounds the bases like you all have done in your youth in your backyard. Charlie Matzke just did it for the first time in his career. 5-1 now, and a Wheaterson to David Elvis after that one. It will give way to Eric Eisenhower coming in as your first reliever in today's ball game. Eisenhower, 30 years old, from Eagan, Minnesota. That ball's already on eBay. He had 41 regular season appearances with a 4.36 earned run average. Just 1 inning of work so far this postseason for Eisenhower. He's given up 2 hits and had 1 strikeout. Eisenhower, 3-pitch arsenal, throw mid-upper 90s with a cut fastball. He'll also work a slider and a curveball into the mix. Almost said changeup. Eisenhower is in his 5th year in the major leagues. 4 of those with Texas. Had his rookie season with the Portland Stags. Eisenhower was a 10th round pick back in 2024 by the Cincinnati Reds out of Indiana State. Yep, you got to hope that Jeff Hudson is going to go a bit more or he can mow him down, because you've lost one of your starters already here in the fourth. Elvis had 5. Hudson has 6. You need 3 more strikeouts for the overs to be victorious here. Hudson on 65 pitches also, by the way. I need to look at something. Okay, for a sec, I was just making sure it wasn't an injury that had him leave, but no, he's good. Oh, okay, well, we were all excited for Charlie Matzke. That will get you the clip later, which will be available on social media. Hey, you know what, friends? Good time with a large crowd to remind you that if you hit the subscribe button on some places that don't cost you a dime, and you want to keep up with action in the eMLB universe here when you miss the show, hit those socials, especially TikTok and YouTube. That is the best places where you can get the highlights provided by eMLB. Thank you much to Tim Lowry for his hard work. Eric Eisenhower ready to go against Bobby Cox. Cox 0 for 1 today. Do you think it's if you refresh the page, maybe it'll work for you, Tim? 0-2 pitch. Comebacker to the mound, but it just gets past Eisenhower, and once it got past them, Lee had to hurry, and he's got no play. Infield hit here for Bobby Cox. High chopper that got past Eisenhower, and once it did, it was a long run for Lee. Cox not a fast runner, but average by his standards, and he will reach on the infield hit. Now 5 hits here for the Padres. Unikim will get her 3rd at bat on the day, 1 for 1. Also had a walk. First pitch to Una. That one's lined out to right. Didn't get a lot of height on it. Wyatt Langford will make the play in right field for the 2nd out. 2 outs now. Jack Lawless will come to the plate. Lawless today, 0 for 2. Not one person in this show, not one person watching this could say, yep, I had Charlie Matzke being our first home run of the postseason. 1-strike pitch. Down low, runner is on its way and absolutely dead to rights. Bobby Cox, go have a seat here, sir. Well, 8 men will bat for the Padres, but none more memorable than Charlie Matzke, the Princeton grad who's never played in the majors prior to this. There was a replay shot of Tatis going absolutely bonkers once that one was launched. He knew it as soon as he saw the angle from the dugout. He is cheering on Matzke with great zeal. So far, that's given the Padres a 5-0 lead as we get ready for the 5th inning. We're going to open it back up. All right, 2 more innings will go by before we get to our next award. 5th inning we go. Jeff Hudson has been handed a 5-1 lead here. Charlie Matzke over a 3rd, I think, is trying to stay focused, but man, he is struggling not to smile here. All right, GT has jumped in on the giveaway here. Remember, there's 2 more opportunities to win. Next one will be at the end of the 6th. Top of the 5th here, 5-1. Andre Dawson will be the batter. Dawson, Wagner, Hampton, bottom 3rd of the order, coming up with Dawson 0 for 1 today. Look out, that one came inside. He absolutely looks like he lost it. Tried to go with a cut fastball way too far inside. Dawson looked a little unhappy about it, but he will go right down to 1st. Can't think they're trying to help the Rangers get back into this one. I don't think there'd be intent behind that. Dawson at 1st. Sebastian Wagner up 1 for 1 with an RBI. Have fun on your show there. Good luck on today's show there, J-Rod. And just so you know, if you didn't know, we've converted our text-to-speech finally over to Brian. I don't know why I just never went to him, but I only have Brian activate on 100 bits or more. First pitch will be lifted out to right field. moving over a few steps to the right. Jamie Blackburn will pull it in. That'll be your first out here in the inning. Where's Hampton? The batter. Hampton today is 0 for 1. First pitch he sees, it's in there. Runners going. Look out. He's going to be cut down. Absolutely big throw there from Bobby Cox to send him down. That is 2 caught stealings in this game so far. We have 2 outs now with Hampton the batter. When they drill you in the thigh, you probably shouldn't try to steal a base. Probably fair. The 1-strike pitch will be lifted out to shallow center field. Yuna is jogging in. Looks like she's got a read on it. She'll make the grab. That is going to retire the side. Well, they get through the 3. But no strikeouts in that one. So for those of you keeping score, we are still at 11 strikeouts. Jeff Hudson only threw 4 freaking pitches that inning, friends. 4 pitches. See? 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Bottom of the 5th we go. Eric Eisenhower will come back out. He's got Jack Lawless, Asher Kim, Louis Manzanares due up. Lawless, your batter, 0 for 2 today. 1-1 pitch. That'll be hit out to right field. Got a lot of it. Going back, but we're going to pull up and watch that one is Wyatt Langford. Jack Lawless has gone opposite field twice this postseason and gets another home run. Third home run of the postseason for Midnight Dreary. That's another 400 balls of yarn for those of you that are in the chat. 800 balls of yarn have been issued out today. So hopefully you've been here both times because you'd get them. That might help for some mega boosting. Still nobody out. 6-1 now. Asher Kim, your batter. Full count pitch. Asher lifts it out to right field. Langford will come in on this one. He'll pull it in and makes the grab for the first out. Well, you got to use the exclamation mega first, though, if you've got it. I see JC's got enough for it. Nothing yet. Tim, thank you for the kind neighborly passion fruit party time. Think of the moment. I'm done being a dork. Sonara's first pitch swinging, slow roller down towards second. Wagner, long way. He has it. He gets the first. He'll make the play for the second out. 2 outs now for Jeff Rowe. Your batter 0 for 2 today.
Cat? I'm a kitty cat. And I dance, and I dance.
Oh, wow. Well, Midnight, thank you very much for gifting a Tier 3 sub. Big Sally for the Lawless Homer. Well, much appreciated. Trigger the OG does not have a player. So what I'm automatically doing is I'm adding a full boost to the Academy. 2. That's right. I add 2 to the Academy for that. So that adds 2 more to the Academy. We're up to 9 boosts that have been added to the eMLB Academy today. And again, all teams are on the hook to currently get 30 boosts per team. Yes, we have over 1,000 boosts stored in the Academy. That's an awful lot of balls of yarn and hairballs. I really dread the people that have to clean that place up after we dish all of that out. All righty, 2 outs now. Jeff Rowe, your batter, he's 0 for 2. You also get 12 boosts for that there, Midnight. So grounded down to short. Alex Lee has it. He'll whoop it right over to first in time for the final out. We are through 5 here. San Diego keeps adding after the home run from Jack Lawless. San Diego leads this one 6-1. Yeah, so as I was saying, Midnight, you're getting 12 boosts for the gift that you just did. And you can decide whether the new player that you're creating,
Not wear a bonnet.
the new player you're creating, or for Jack Lawless or any combination of it, you can put those wherever. Tim Lowry will gift his
I am Optimus Prime.
and then Mr. Murray will drop his Optimus Prime on everybody. Hey, Alex. Stupid question of the day from me. And I hate talking politics, but just because it's in play. The House has voted to end daylight savings and keep the time slot that we're at. Would you guys stay where you are too? If everybody else no longer honors daylight savings? Just curious. Just wondering what's been said in Arizona on that. So the gifted sub was from Tim. Thank you, Tim. And he gave it to Eagle. Let me write that down for Eagle. Yeah, I'm wondering which way they would go with that. Dear Lord, that sounds painful to even figure out. What if you have a house that's right smack dab in the middle of all 4?
Yeah, honey, I'll see you in an hour.
She comes on your side. Hey, what are you doing? It's an hour later. Huh? What do you mean, there, Sty? Don't you know the 8 worst words in the English language? Ronald Reagan said it best. I'm from the government, and I'm here to help. Anyway, moving on. Top of the 6, Jack Trainer, Alex Lee, Lola Thurman coming up. Yeah, but careful to tell your kids what time to go to bed, yes. JC. I've got many in my community that I think would be that guy as well, JC. At least you're vocal about it. 6 gets underway on a 3-2 pitch. It'll be down the line, right side, fair ball. Trainer taking the corner and thinking 2. Here comes the throw. It's close. 3. Man, I don't know if Trainer realized how close that play was going to be. Blackburn with a pretty good throw, but he will just sneak in. Not to take away from Attica dropping 10 gifted subs. He will benefit from the bonus award today. 26 boosts will go to you, Attica. Thank you very much for that. And in looking at the 10, not one of them has a player yet in our universe. So that will be 3 more boosts added to the Academy. We're up to 12 boosts in the Academy, and 1 more gifted sub will add a 13th because we have 2 random gifted subs waiting for another. Thank you, Attica. Much appreciated. Again, for those who do 10 gifted tier 1 subs today, and just for today, as the birthday of eMLB, there you go. 10 gifted subs normally get you 20 boosts as a thank you. But you will today get an extra 6 boost because it is the 26th birthday of eMLB, so you should get 26 boosts for your kindness. Trainer is at second with the double. That is his 5th double this postseason. Just the 3rd hit on the day for Texas. There's still time in this game, but they got to get going here. Alex Lee is 1 for 2 today. He had a double down the third base line. Thank you, Eagle. First pitch to Lee, up in the zone, lined into right field, just over the leap of Manzanares for a hit. Trainer is over at third. He will hold up. He was extra cautious on, because I think he thought Manzanares was going to get them. So he stutter-stepped, started leaning back towards second, and then proceeds to third. That'll put runners at first and third. Still nobody out. Lightning Lola Thurman will be the batter here. Jeff Hudson starting to get a little bit of pressure on him. 3-2 pitch. Out towards right center field, but right where Jamie Blackbird was playing, that is going to be caught. Tagging up from third without a throw is Jack Trainer. That'll get the Rangers a run. It's now a 6-2 ball game. Thurman will drive in her 14th RBI this postseason. And it's now 6-2 here. One out. Superman Chris Reeves comes up 0-2 today. Oh, 2 pitch. On the outside corner, a beautiful slider, and he rings him up. That is just a nasty pitch.
Lowry, 60, time 0, sent as someone who is also turning 26 today. Happy birthday to the eMLB. Hope all of the fans have a great day and eat too much cake. Now, excuse me, I'm late for my opera lessons.
Opera lessons are funny. Funny. Thank you much, Tim. 300 biddies. Anytime you use Tangia, it does cost you bits, but it helps you work towards improving your community credit player while entertaining this amazing community of ours. Gilbert Gottfried always seems to be a very a subtle favorite around here. Anytime a question is asked in the house that starts with, when are we? The answer is just yes. Okay, fair enough. Lee is at first. 2 outs.
Great horny toads!
More horny toads here. It is Brendan who will go with the 10 gifted subs as well. He will get 26. And that adds 3 more because there is one person with a CCP, and that's Baffle. Thank you much, Brendan. So that will add 3 more boosts. So we now have 15 boosts that are added to the Academy. We are getting in the neighborhood of upping the distribution to the teams to around 31 boosts now. You can just say you're professionally 26, Tim. That would work. A 2-2 to Vlad. Up in the zone, he goes after it, and that's a strike. 8 strikeouts now on the day.
I cannot hit curveball.
That's not a curveball. I hit the wrong button. So we'll just say like this. That's more fair. 13 strikeouts. Does Jeff Hudson come out for another inning? We'll find out. Stay tuned.
On the next edition of Cartoon Sports Network.
I'm so used to hearing J-Rod say that. Sorry.
Tune in next time when the Riddler says.
According to Chippendales.com. Funny. All right, bottom of the 6th, Eric Eisenhower will stay in. Berkey. Thank you, Twerk. Much appreciated. The ads are automatically snoozed for 5 minutes, apparently, for... Oh, wait, no, it's not. I thought they were automatically... I'm going to snooze them just because. There you go. 5 more minutes before another ad. With red and blue and sand all over? Well, for the moment, it's the Rangers, but this game's not done yet. Jimmy Blackburn, Mason Hour, and the man of the moment, Charlie Matzke, will be coming up here at the bottom of the sixth. Blackburn 1 for 2 with an RBI from a sac fly. 0-2 pitch. Loops that out to left field. Coming in, Jack Trainer makes the grab for the out. Two more boosts, thanks to Twerky, to the Academy. So we're at 17 boosts that are going to be added to the Academy. And again, we're getting real close to having 31 boosts to be distributed. The distribution will not take place until the World Series is officially over. We'll see what else gets added. And if any other specials will end up happening. Mason Hours, 1 for 2 with an RBI. He had a base hit off of David Elvis to right in his last at bat for an RBI. 3-2 pitch. Inside, ball 4. I think we've seen that called a strike before, but not this go around. Hours at first with 1 out. 2 outs away from our next giveaway opportunity. If you have not entered the giveaway, you've got to type exclamation ticket to enter, and you'll have to answer at least a 2-minute countdown. I said 30, but honestly 2 minutes is fine. So you have a couple of outs to get your opportunity in to win. Charlie Matzke had a home run into the 6th row of the left field stands in his last at bat. It's his first ever home run at the eMLB Major League level. Again, this is a man who's never played an at bat in the regular season, thrust into the postseason due to the fractured wrist of Fernando Tatis. 1-0 pitch to Matzke. It out to center field. Not very deep, long run there for Maurice Hampton, who'll get there to make the grab. That's now your second out. 2 outs now. Bobby Cox from the 1.0 universe, not the manager. 1 for 2 today for Mr. Cox. Choo-choo. Watches it all the way. Strike 3.
Fatality.
Eisenhower will get the strikeout. That is going to end the 6th inning. All right, so we'll continue on. We're now in the 7th inning. There he is. Jeff Hudson is back out. You're all rooting for the overs. You're all rooting K here at this point. He's got 93 pitches thrown. He's got 13 total strikeouts, so you are wanting Wyatt Langford to go down by way of a K if you pick the overs here. I'm kind of surprised, too, especially with 93 pitches, but all right. Langford will be the batter, 0 for 2 today. It's a 3-2 pitch. He'll ground it down to third. Charlie Matzke still looking comfortable there and poised. He'll throw it across the diamond to retire Langford for the out. Hudson still out on 99 pitches. Andre Dawson will be the batter. 0 for 1. He got plunked in the thigh. Then he tried to run for second and got gunned down by Bobby Cox. A 3-2 pitch again. He got him swinging. There you go. Guess what, friends? That's 9 strikeouts on the day. We didn't mention it earlier, but so far, Jeff Hudson, nothing but Godzilla mode. It is overs victorious as we got 14 strikeouts between both David Elvis and Jeff Hudson. So congrats to the overs on a big day. Over 80,000 hairballs were up for grabs. Or just under 79,800. Excuse me. I'm
Sorry, false advertising.
2 outs now, top of the 7th. Sebastian Wagner is up 1 for 2 today with an RBI. 1-2 pitch. They're called strike three. What is that atrocious music?
Thunder! Thundercats! Ho!
Well, first things first, we have more important things to talk about, like 10 strikeouts. You know, that's when you get to Godzilla mode, but spaceship style. Side is retired. We are in the bottom of the seventh here. Oh, dear Lord, it's still playing that horrible song. We need to do our song, and Gay, he doesn't have to go fly anywhere quick, so we'll give him the full rendition. Take it away, Ty Webb.
I was born to love you. I was born.
You can't even see me.
To
What the
lick
hell?
your face. I was born to rub you. But you were born to rub me first.
Lionel. Snarf. Snarf. Seventh inning stretch on the Floppy Kitty Ninja Show. 26th anniversary of the eMLB universe from its first day of getting started back on July 19th of 2000. What a way to celebrate as Game 1 of the World Series underway. The Padres leading the Rangers 6-2. Yuna Kim will be the batter. Eric Eisenhower will continue to go here. Looks like he's just going to try to burn a little bit more innings for us. It'll be the law firm of Kim, Lawless, and Kim coming up. Kim 1 for 2 for Yuna. She'll wait a 3-2 pitch. Inside.
What?
What?
Say what?
What's going on here?
That's what I wonder.
What?
That looked like a strike. It touches the zone. Well, that's how it goes, as Daffy would tell you. Yuna's at first. Jack Lawless, your hitter. He went to right field with his third home run of the postseason in his last at bat. Right down the middle, Yuna's on her way. Throw down to second. Not going to be in time. It's going to be a stolen base for the Queen of Diamonds.
Run.
Who let Angel Hernandez come in here? There's either two possibilities. Angel Hernandez snuck through security, or somehow we've got Enrico Palazzo behind the plate. Anyway, it's an 0-1 count. Now a ball and 2 strikes to Lawless. He will line it right at third, and Reeves will make the grab. Good reactions at the hot corner for Reeves as he'll grab the slider coming his way. That's your first out here on the bottom of the 7th. Security turned a blind eye to Angel Hernandez, but he already had 2. Love it. Asher Kim will be the batter. Asher today, 0 for 2, has not participated in the festivities yet. Asher's first pitch, he'll swing and miss. That was down in the dirt, blocked by Thurman. No advancement from Yuna. It'll be a 1-strike count here to Asher. Now a 3-1 count. Asher watches it all the way. He will work the walk. The Kims are aboard on first and second, and Louis Manzanares will be the batter, but that is going to be it for Eric Eisenhower. We'll give way to a 1.0 player, 31-year-old Frank Klaus from Terre Haute, Indiana. Klaus in his 1.0 time, 58 wins, 29 losses, 3.74 ERA. Did have a couple seasons he worked as a closer, but he predominantly worked as a setup and stopper type of pitcher in the 1.0 era over 11 seasons. This postseason, Klaus, 1 inning of work, 2 earned runs. He gave up 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. He had a 4.21 ERA during the regular season. Klaus has pitched a lot more in the 2.0 universe, so I would say the 2.0 player technically having a better career because he's got more longevity. A 1-0 pitch with 2 on. That is driven out to center. Didn't get all of it. Wind is still blowing it in. Easy play there for Hampton with still plenty of room. That'll be the second out. Una will stay at second. 2 outs now for Jeff Rowe. Rowe is 0 for 3 today. Two-0 pitch. Slow roller right back to the mound. Klaus with good athleticism gets to it. He'll fire to first with plenty of time to retire the side. The Kims will be left on the base paths, and we are through 7 here in Game 1 of the World Series. To the 8th inning we go. Texas still trailing by 4. Can't the dude get a major league jersey? Steve Hess, the left-hander, comes out. 26-year-old from San Antonio, Texas, will come in 2 2/3 scoreless innings this season, giving up 2 hits, 3 walks, and struck out 3. Hess 4-pitch arsenal, throws mid-upper 90s with a fastball, works a sinking fastball, a cut fastball, and a forkball. Apparently it is bring your own jersey day to the World Series. Remind me to fix that later. It's funny, too, because on the website, he does have a San Diego jersey. Hess is in his 2nd year in the majors. He was originally a 3rd-round pick by the New York Mets in 2029 out of Rice University. We'll start with Maurice Hampton, 0 for 2 today. Work to a 3-2 count. He'll swing and miss. Probably expanded the zone with that one. He'll go down.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
First K of the day for Steve Hess. 1 out here in the 8th. Jack Trainer coming to the plate. Jack today is 1 for 3. Had a double. And a 2-strike pitch. He'll go down by a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Steve Hess showing off a little bit here. Couple strikeouts on the day for Hess. Hess was part of a trade back in the offseason of 2029 where he got traded from the Mets to the Padres along with pitcher Billy Hines in exchange for J.J. Zolo. Lee the batter, 2 for 3 today for King Butcher. On the 3-1 pitch, Adamus outside, and Butcher take the walk. Lee down at first with the 2-out walk. Lola Thurman, the batter, 0 for 2 today with a run batted in. 1-0. 1-0 pitch got jammed down and in, fisted out towards right field, not very deep. Blackburn will come in to make the play on the run. That'll end the inning for the Rangers. 7.5 in the books. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Padres will try to look for some insurance here, but they are leading by 4. Jimmy Blackburn will come to the plate. It'll be Blackburn, Mason Hour, Charlie Matzke do up this inning for the Padres. Klaus will continue to pitch through 5 pitches in the last inning. Blackburn is 1 for 3 today. Drove in a run. Has a 2-1 pitch. Got under that pitch up in the zone, sky high. This will float into the outfield. Wind will push it in a bit. Wagner will still make the play about 12 feet into the outfield for the out. Not just minutes, but hours. I get it. Mason Hour, who really has kryptonite against left-handed batters. does have a base hit to right field against David Elvis today that drove in a run. So that's a productive day for a guy who hit just 227 with 12 RBI of 93 total this season against lefties. A ball and 2 strikes. Hit it down the right side and fair ball. And I had to point the wrong way at least once. Hours thinking 2. Here comes the throw from the outfield. It'll be cut off. Mason Hour has his second hit of the day against lefties. Yes, practice your dad jokes at all times. And remember, if you ever need help on trying to make things like science funny, just remember to tell jokes periodically. Oh, I'll call again. I'm sorry. Hour at second with 1 out. Charlie Matzke is 1 for 3 with the first home run of his major league career. 1 strike pitch. Look out, that came inside. Was there intent behind that? Who knows? Matzke will get down to first. Yes, it will summon he who shall not be named. You're saying if we do enough, Dynamic shows up and he's like, I felt the presence in the force, you know, a disturbance. Okay. Hour at second. Matzke is at first. 1 out, and Bobby Cox, your hitter, he's 1 for 3 today. 1-0 pitch. Grounded down in the dirt, but another good block there from Thurman. She's had to do that a couple of times today. She'll keep it in front. No advancement by the runners. Other question I always wondered, if you talk about Jimmy Walker so much, and if anybody yells dynamite in the chat, does Dynamic think they're talking about us? And he appears. Just 2-0. Up in the zone, lifts it out to right field. Not very deep, plenty of time for Lightford to get there, make the grab for the second out. Oh, hello. Frank Klaus looks like he is complaining about his back. That can't be good. He's going to leave the game. That's what I'm... Klaus will leave the game. Herniated disc at his neck. Going to be out for a week. That ain't good. Insult to injury. Literally. Bill McClure will get summoned. Don't think Bill was expecting to come into this game, but here he comes. 30-year-old McClure from Kansas City, Missouri. Maybe one of the better players from the 1.0 universe. Oh, God damn it, where's the... I thought I put the stats in. I know I did. Dang it. I'll have to re-input that. I thought I put all the 1.0 players that were going to be present in this series. So I'll have to do McClure's again. Anyway. You'll see that McClure was a starter most of his time in the 1.0 universe. McClure, 30 years old. He's a starter. Just Jamie uses him as a reliever. 146 innings of work at a 3.14 ERA. Yeah, that's a start. 20 innings of work this postseason for McClure. 2-0 record with a 2.25 earned run average. Take on the Queen of Diamonds here. 1 for 2. JC, I saw your message there. Ball and 2 strikes from McClure. In there, called strike 3 at the knees. No reaction there from the umpire, though. He was just mesmerized. Oh, that's why he was busy eating a cookie. Side will be retired. McClure does the job. They'll leave 2 on the base paths. We will go to the 9th. Last chance here for the Rangers in game 1 as they trail 6-2. Steve Hess back on the mound to try to finish this one off here for the Padres. He's got Chris Reeves, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Wyatt Langford scheduled up. Reeves 0 for 3 today. Just 4 hits for Texas. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss.
I keep pitching them and you keep missing them.
Well, so far that's the case for Steve Hess. 3 strikeouts here in 4 opportunities. That's your first out here of the ninth. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. coming to the plate. 0 for 2. On 1 count. Line it into center field, base hit. He reached out for that one a little bit, but he was able to put good wood on it. Send it right out to center field for the base hit. Runner at first. Wyatt Langford will be the batter. Langford 0 for 3 today. 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging. 4 strikeouts now for Steve Hess.
Next.
Down to the final out here for the Padres to win game number 1. And it will be pinch hitter John Cowgill coming out. Flying WV will get a pinch hit at bat. He is expected to be your Game 2 starter when we reconvene on Game 2 on Tuesday night at 7 o'clock Eastern. Cowgill, .280 average this postseason with 2 homers and 13 runs driven in. A ball and 2 strikes. He will swing and miss. He goes down, and this game is over.
Hey, bada, swing, bada. Hey, bada, swing, bada. Can it, swing, bada.
He cannot swing, bada, at least on that one. Congratulations to the San Diego Padres as they will win game number 1 of this Fall Classic by a 6-2 score. 5 hits on the day for Texas, 7 for the Padres, but theirs counted, battered most or more timely, you could say. Jamie Blackburn had an RBI triple. Charlie Matzke with a 2-run homer, the first home run of his major league career for the kid who never played in the majors prior to this postseason. From Princeton to Prince, I think someone said earlier. Indeed, what a performance for Matzke today. 1 for 3, 2 RBI. Jack Lawless went opposite field for his 3rd home run of the postseason. He got an RBI himself. Mason Auer had 2 hits today in 3 at-bats, 1 RBI. Auer, not known for hitting well against lefties, got 2 hits against left-handed batters today. Excuse me. Sorry about the yawns. On the mound, David Elvis went 3 1/3, 4 hits, 5 earned runs. He walked 2 and struck out 5 on 78 pitches driven out of this game after the home run from Charlie Matzke. Thank you, Tim, for the cautious, clever pig future man link of the moment. Jeff Hudson will be your winner. He had 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs. He walked 1. Struck out 10 on the day through 110 pitches. Steve Hess came in and finished the game 2 innings, 1 hit, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts is Godzilla mode in itself for Mr. Hess. Player of the game's got to be Jeff Hudson. Yeah, Jeff Hudson, 100%. So congrats to Mentir, Punk, VR Mine, and Perry Phoenix. All of them got San Diego 6 today with a 2x bet. That means they won 250 total balls of yarn for picking right team and nailing the number. So congrats. That'll get you a quarter of the way to the boost just on that. All right, I'm going to advance the day. Let's advance the day. hold on a sec. I need to check one more thing. I think I'm good here, but let me go off camera. There we go. Give me a sec. Sorry. Okay, we're good. I just had to check something and say, did I do all my steps? Yes, I did.
I'm on my 12th step now.
Which isn't easy. So let's see. King Butcher, Uber Reeds, Mr. Bill, Flying WV, and Jason Hillman. They got the wrong team, but they nailed the numbers still, so they will still get 50 balls of yarn as a congratulations. Yep. Dylan Humphrey on the Rangers. That might have been a warning sign. Dylan Humphrey, who's the backup first baseman, got 2 hits in Game 5, giving John Cowgill a rest, and then he gets himself hurt in the garage. Oh boy. Cleveland has locked down their final player. We've been working on that in the background. Sean Bensley III has signed a 5-year contract extension for just a mid-$76 million range. Bensley, who had a phenomenal 16-win season, 2.76 ERA. The 28-year-old who was created by Sooner Nation 97, who was basically, I've constantly joked, he was the GM that I would say was sent me the equivalent of a, my dog ate my homework, so I can't be a GM anymore type of thing. That isn't clean by 4 p.m. Where is my super suit? It's for the greater good. I am your greater good. No different, right? Oh, dear God. All right, check injuries. You won't see this. Frank Glaus with a herniated disc in his neck. We need a tell-all book by the time eMLB turns 30. About that. I'll still consider that too young. Maybe 50.
So I can talk like this.
Then I can sound like Christopher Lloyd as a Klingon.
Admiral Kirk! Are you gonna give us the Genesis device? Hawky dog.
Wrong character there, Chris.
1.21 gigawatts!
All right, I'm done. I'm just done. All right. Make sure we're on the right day. Yo, we are. There we go, friends. So, it looks like we're going to have a tale of two ways. Where were you going with that? Two-way pit players. Paul Bailey, John Cowgill. Looks like Cowgill will be healthy and coming in right when needed after the 6-2 beating. Rangers will try to regroup here and come back against the Padres. Paul Bailey, from being traded from Arizona to San Diego, ERA was cut more in half, and he won 6. He won twice as many games. He went 6-0 in 12 starts for the Padres with a 2.22 ERA per Sir Pug CCP. Thanks again for giving us an awesome 26th birthday. Here we go as we will start towards year number 27, starting tomorrow. The eMLB Universe and the 2033 eMLB World Series, brought to you by 8PM Music, giving you the amazing song gathering crowds that you hear and knew growing up in your This Week in Baseball days. Of course, our amazing eMLB theme song, all courtesy of 8PM. And then Moon Brew, your tasty way to better sleep, better health, better cortisol. Back to litter box, I am going. Those fluffy kitty ninjas to assassinate, and you're looking at their victim. Next time I can find some glue and tape, I'll put the old noggin back on straight, and we'll be back in front of you. Game 2 is on Tuesday night, not tomorrow. It's Tuesday night, 7 o'clock Eastern. We don't want to interrupt Monday Night Rock at all on the mothership. 3 words, hit the trumpets. Friends, as always, we want to remind you that how you think, it does direct your life. When you think your best, you know what? You are going to do your best. So I would love it if you go out there and do your best, and I mean it when I say it. When you got good stuff going on in your world, we want to know. Don't be shy. Come back here and share the good stuff just like Tim Lowry did today. Awesome stuff for you today, Tim. Very happy for you. Hope it keeps on going. Just got to build from there. Over to good friend Kava, who's probably sworn about 30 times during just this song alone. Probably 30 more before we raid over to him, right? Thanks again for being here. We'll see you Tuesday night, 7 o'clock, eMLB World Series, Game 2 from Petco Park. Peace.